So I've got a table consists of courses. So for example, there are 5 courses. Each course is assigned to a certification. Now here's the scenario. What if this course, Safety Basic, needs to be assigned to multiple certifications? So if I'll open the certifications M table, we have certification 1, 2, and 3. What if this course, the Safety Basics, needs to be assigned to each certifications? Can we do that? Well, in this situation, we cannot do that. We have to find out a way to implement a mechanism that each course can be assigned to multiple certifications. So if you are interested to learn about this, then stay tuned, watch till the end, and I'm sure you will learn a thing or two from this video. So let's get started. So what is the solution? Well, solution is that we create another table called a junction table, which sits right in the middle of courses and the certification. So I've already created that table. So you can see this table has junction ID, course ID, and certification ID. So let's say I have course ID 2. So we go to course ID 2 and we assign to certification ID number 1. We then assign course ID 2 to certification ID number 2. We then assign course ID 2 to certification ID number 3. Got that right? Because this we could not do right here. Here we can only assign one certification to each course. Now, in the practical world, this is not the right design. So that's why a junction table, think something like this, will definitely help and to solve that problem. So in this situation, we then have to kind of discard this certification ID right here. So I can go here to the design view. I can now there's a relationship, so it will give a pop-up and it will ask, hey, do you really want to delete? And we say, yeah, because we have got a solution. We store the certification ID with the course ID in a junction table. So let me create this properly. So for example, course ID number 1, certification ID 1, course ID 2, certification ID 1, course ID 4, certification ID 1, and then so on and so forth. So we can have the course ID 2, 4, and 5 assigned to certification ID number 2. Right, so 2, 4, and 5 assigned to certification ID number 2. So this is a really good solution that helps us to bridge that gap. This junction table works as a middle ground, as a bridge between these two tables. So if we will go to the database design relationships, we can see the relationship. This is where the course certification table is, and it sits right in the middle of courses and certification. Now, this is only an example of certification in the courses. You can have that similar applied to many other situations that may arise in the practical world. Now that's the building the database and the tables and the relationships point of view. How the user experience will remain same, and to majority of the part, but of course the coding have to be changed, because if you will refer to my previous video, what I did, because I had the certification ID right here in the course ID, so it was quite easy for us to just simply refer to that and create a loop to create the certification. Now, because the certification ID is removed and we have created another table called course cert T, that's a junction table, which means the code that we've written have to be changed as well to accommodate that. So here in this code, this is the code. By the way, if you haven't watched that video, make sure you do, and I'm sure you will learn how to create the loop. Now, in this code, we have to do some changes. And what are those changes? If you will look at this line right here, the SQL statement, here we have referred to courses M, because earlier we were fetching the course certification ID from the courses M, but now it's no longer exists. So what we have to do is change the table. And here, instead of courses M, we will say, if we will come here, we will have the course cert T. Okay, so that's the table name, course. We can change this course cert T, where certification ID, this is where the certification ID is equal to whatever certification ID is selected right here in this combo box. And that's the change. Do we need to change something else? I don't think so, because we're just fetching the list and we are just running with it. If we will run the code, let's see how it will look like. So we'll compile. And do I have something right here? I don't think so. I'm just checking if I'll have to change anything else. if we will run the code now, would it work? Let's try it out. What do you think? Okay, now we'll go to from view. Now here we are in the form view. We will select the employee, let's say employee number 1, and we select the service advisor, service staff certification, or the part certification, any one of these. Assign, and it says it's assigned. Now if we will go to the training T, and here we are. This is what we have got. So 27 today. If we will see, we have got employee ID and the course ID 245. If we will go to the course cert just to verify, and the certification we have selected is 2, so 245. So you can see that we can assign course number 2 to multiple tables. Now if I will run another, let's say we will run the certification, we will assign the certification ID 1 to someone, and we will see whether the safety is assigned again or not. So this time we'll change the certification, and now if we'll go to the, for example, training queue, this is a query we can see rather than the codes. And now this query is basically built on these tables that I was showing earlier. So we can see right here the safety basics, inventory control, inventory management, they are assigned. And we can verify that if you want in the table as well. So right here, employee ID 2 and the course ID 124. And we can verify right here as well. 124. So that's the benefit of the junction table. Now, if you haven't watched the previous video, then I'm sure you will be kind of confused about this code. So let me just give you a walkthrough if in case you haven't watched that video and you don't have time to watch that video. So I'll give you run down the code, and you just, you can pause the video. You can see the code if you want to do so. So we have declare the variables, couple of variables. So RS course, RS training. This is basically referred to the course table and the training table. And then we have the declaration of the fetch course as a string. Why? Because we want to compile the list of all the courses and certifications that are assigned to a certification ID that user have selected. Here we are defining what are those RS courses that are RS training equal to. Basically, this is RS course is equal to RS fetch courses to fetch the list of the courses, and then this is to training T because we want to create the record. And here the magic happens where we run the loop and make sure that you follow the sequence, do until RS course.eof, and then we move next, and then we close the loop. That's very, very important. Closing loop is very critical. So please make sure that you close the loop. Otherwise, it will keep creating the record for infinite amount of time. So there you have it. I just wanted to show what is the beauty of the junction table. This is really a practical way of creating a middle ground where we can actually take the information from two tables, combine into one, and maybe we can have one course assigned to multiple certifications, or one product assigned to multiple sale packages, for example. So that's the beauty of junction table. I hope that you have learned something. If you have, just let me know in the comments below. Even if you haven't, let me know in the comments below. So if you like whatever you've seen, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. That's it for today. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.